11th part of when you were threatened to steal information from a ruthless cold mafia who was known as a Reaper. Author point of view. Theo stepped inside a mansion holding you in his arms, your head against his chest. Theo, welcome to your new destination, Jan. Your eyes were half opened, but you had no energy to look around. He placed you on the couch and called a maid. Theo, bring something to clean her wound. He sat near you when the medicine box was brought. Theo, it will hurt a little. He pressed the cotton pad at your head, and you winced. Theo, I never told you that I am a doctor. It helps me with my work. With dizzy mind, you registered his words. He bandaged your wound and then again lifted you up. He entered in a room and put you under the duvet. Theo, have some rest, Jan. Your life is going to take a rough turn. Your muscles were aching. A tear slipped down from your eye and absorbed in the pillow. You let the darkness swallow you. Taehyung turned his hand in a fist and hit it in the big screen where the recordings were playing. He saw you with his own eyes. That how Theo took you out of the mansion. Ta, find him. Use any source, but find him. His throat was parched as he had been yelling for hours. The truth was too bitter to accept that his yarn was now in his enemy's hands. He had cried while touching the blood droplets on broken shards of mirror, his heart at the verge of exploding. He was afraid to never see you again. The men sitting on the chairs around the table exchanged glances. They were his partners in the dark business of underworld. Man, Taehyung, don't mind, but Theodore has many powerful groups to be his friends. It will be a risk to infuriate all of them. And Taehyung glared at them. Ta, he dared to take my yarn. Are you suggesting me to be scared of before taking action? Man, you are a reaper. Why caving about some random curd? No more words came out of his mouth when was made perfectly in the center of his head. Others gasped and pulled gulped down in fear. Few were wiping off their sweat as that man's body was still with his eye open. The anyone else who have any issues? They were not even breathing aloud. The I am a reaper. Get to the work if that is engraved in your mind. They left, leaving him alone in the meeting room. He sat down on the chair as the servants were clearing the scene. Opening his phone, he stared at your picture. Kyle was at home. He didn't give him any tough time, but it was obvious that he was missing his Luna. After 5 days, Theo had locked you in the room. Your wound healed. The security of the mansion didn't let you escape. He showed you videos of Taehyung and Kyle, threatening you that if you pull any stunt, then he will hurt them. Today he ordered you to get ready to go to club with him. You wanted to resist, but it was useless. Moreover, stepping out of that mansion can give a hope to escape. Your eyes hurt when you entered in that club where music was high enough to ears. Theo, behave well. He warned you before pulling you towards a table where his friends were sitting. Theo, meet Jan, my girlfriend. That introduction felt like a slap. Felix, wow, he is prettier than your ex-girlfriend Ellie. Your senses alerted. Theo wrapped his arm around you and towards Theo. No doubt, Ellie was useful, but then she was caught. Jan, was she a spy? Yes, Felix. But she never made it to enter his room or mansion. In fact, no woman did that before you. We were even wondering if he is not a man. But guess what? You did it, Jan. They were laughing, and you hardly breathed in. Jan, I need to go to restroom. Theo, sure, let's go. He stood with you, receiving a weird look from you. Theo, you can be naughty, Jan. Why taking the risk? Felix, should I come too? Bathroom hairs are quite spacious. Your blood froze and face turned white when Theo raised his brows with an approving nod. Jan, Theo, please don't. Theo, next time, Felix. He put his hand at your back, guiding you towards the restrooms. You went inside while Theo stood at guard. After a few minutes, you came out. Theo, what's going on in your mind? Jan, nothing. Theo, are you expecting that Taehyung will come and save you? Your heart was screaming yes. Theo, if he was capable enough, then why would you be here? I got hold of you because, as usual, he had a poor security. He lost his pearl because he doesn't deserve you. Water gathered in your eyes, but you didn't let it flow out. Sean, you sent Ali to spy on him. Victor sent me, and there must be many more. Do you think he cannot send such people near you? His eyes flickered and face flashed fear for a moment. Sean, you should not be confident that someone near you will not betray you. Composing himself, he chuckled. Theo, unfortunately, he doesn't have much time, Jean. You are sold out already. He smiled, satisfying by your scared face. He brought you back to the mansion, and many luxurious cars were parked outside. Theo, your new boss is here. Jean, what are you doing, Theodore? Business. Jean, you are selling me. Theo, why not when you are worth it? His face turned to left when you slapped him. He still smiled, looking at you. Shan, you pretended like you were avenging your father's death, but you are just another monster. His jaw hardened and he rubbed his face. You hit the concrete pavement when he, at your face, you saw the darkness for a moment, then felt pain in your whole body. Your nose was and palms were scratched. Theo, you? Felix, calm down, Theo. Her dealers might get offended for ruining their toy. You looked at him with hatred. Two men came out of the mansion and walked to Theo. Theo, she is the one. They stared at you like examining a toy before buying. Panic surged into your bones that you were actually. Man, she looks good. Rest will be exposed later. Their comments pushed you to the edge, and Theo nodded at Felix. He pulled you up. Jan, don't do this, Theo. You didn't plead. Your voice came out as a warning. He stepped near you while your arm in Felix's hold. Theo, you sacrificed for your husband and brother, and when you did it, then just stick to it. More men came out and more girls were dragged out. All were young. They were yelling and crying, but guards pushed them towards the cars. Not only you, but many girls. Felix stuffed you inside a car. Felix, she is kind of feisty. I can accompany you to the airport. The two men accepted, and Felix adjusted beside you after waving at Theo. Theo came inside. His mansion was empty now. He turned on the TV, enjoying his time. Glass after in his hand when the events from the day were repeating in his mind. Your face grabbed lightning, slap, and then you left with Felix. Felix. His moving hand stopped while his eyes narrowed on the TV screen where a movie was about to start. He remembered when Felix insisted him to bring you to the club because he wanted to meet you. Then he tagged along to his mansion as well. You shouldn't be confident that someone near you will not betray you. His grip on the glass tightened as Felix's words hit his ears. I can accompany you to the airport. Putting back the glass now, he was picking his phone, his fingers moving fast. Felix was sitting near to you. One of the two men was driving, while the other one was next to him. Jan, where are you people taking me? The man shared a smirking look when you yelled, Man, it will be a long flight. I will not let you take me. You were about to attack at the driver when Felix caged you in his muscular arms. You were throwing your hands and feet, not listening to him. Felix, stop if you want me to help. He whispered that you almost missed. Stopping your movements, you stared at him while catching your breath. Why would he help you? Man, she seems very active. At least our flights will not be boring. Anger blazing from your eyes. That man's phone rang. He attended the call and his face showed confusion and the anger. You saw him giving Felix a quick glance. Man, seems like we have a mole here. Your brows furrowing at him and Felix's muscle tensed. Then it clicked to you. To be continued. Did you pick the twist? Don't be sad as this part had no scenes of Taehyung and Jan in one frame. And thanks for watching. Love you all.